Hello, everybody. Turnaround Tuesday was the beginning of it. I'm Dale Pinkert. Turnaround Wednesday looks like the dollar is going to have a good bid. I want to get started off right away with looking at EURUSD. Yesterday, when we were making new highs at the 61.8 level here, I didn't like it because of the RSI. There was no divergence. It was a confirmed high. Looks like we had a stop hunt during this candle, took out yesterday's shorts. This is a second drive. I'm not saying we can't have three, back off and have three, but this is definitely at least a warning signal not to be short the dollar, that there's potential turns here. You're seeing it in CAD too. Congratulations on people who put partial USD CAD positions on yesterday. Here it is. I don't like when this happens. Let me try it again. Maybe it's a battery in my mouse. So here's CAD, putting in a higher low. This too wasn't classic for me because it was way under 30 on the 1 hour. So you can't rule out, but we're getting close. Should we make one more low in Canada, take out this low? This time we will have a non-confirmation. So those are my thoughts. The pound quickly at resistance. Everyone showed the line there yesterday. It was either a symmetrical triangle line or a neckline of a head and shoulders right here. So we're still playing with it. I actually think that Euro Pound, all rallies should be sold. With Euro Pound trending down, the Euro is the preferred short. The Euro is the preferred short. Give me a Y if you get it. And who's in the house today? Hello, Adinda. Mario, welcome back. How are you? So guys, give me a Y if you see my rationale here. You don't have to agree with me. You're never compelled to trade my ideas. But the Euro USD right here, we have a non-confirmation. They shook out all the shorts first here. Then there were people trading the 61.8 yesterday. And if they had stops over the high, they're gone. RSI, glaring divergence. Glaring divergence. Hi, Ziggy, Mystic, Roland, Ibby. Luca, how are you? So sometimes two drives are enough. You can't rule out that we pull back towards 40 and we get another push up or some type of third drive formation. But we're so close to a turn in the Euro, I can taste it. You don't have to agree with my call. I just want a Y to make sure that you get it and understand. Yesterday, I didn't think it was the right trade, even though it worked for a scalp, a little ABC. But now we're not confirming this recent candle high that picked off stops over this level. So give me a Y if you get the analysis. That's what's important. What's up, Dion? Hello, Khalid. How are you? Roland's in the house, 1776. Hello, Abel, double A. Russ, thank you. Planet's here. Carrie looks like a new handle. Welcome, Carrie. Our community. Carrie, feel at home. Mauricio's in the house. The Grays and Abel. So let's go to work. Hello, double A. ready to go to work? Mystic, how are you, brother? Hiya, Fab. JM, Matthew. JM, any 3 drives? Alexandros is in the house. Thank you, Alex. Yeah. I'm going to wait for a third. I'm going to wait for a third drive. This is only the first divergence, Mystic. I prefer 2. I prefer 2. So I'm okay with it pulling back and having one more attempt. Looks like FX Pro has a target of what? Where's the target? 1440. 1440. So maybe another 50 pips above it. I'd like to see a completed 3 drive formation, just like JM caught a 3 drive in the Canadian. JM gives me credit for teaching him. He's doing it on shorter time frames, 15 minutes, and according to JM, doing it successfully. So he saw this here. Really a 2 drive, but pretty classic. Take a picture. Everyone thank JM for this look at Canada. Also, it's a higher low. So even if it's a bear market rally, this is A, this is B. We could get C to the upside. Thank you, JM. I want to thank JM for his 15-minute USD CAD look. Hi, Ron. Thank you, JM. And remember, Alexandros called this first decline down here in the euro as a 5-wave decline, right? And we were expecting a retrace. He was calling this 1, 2. This decline was impulsive, 5 waves. You know, we took out the 61.8 level a little bit. But this would be pretty classic if we had equal to, should take us down towards the low 111 range. So that's my extremely accurate and humble opinion. And I think we're real close to a turn in the dollar. I know a lot of people are looking for much lower levels. We do have the ECB tomorrow, though, don't we? So there's some additional risk. What do you got? Alex is going to do it when, I'm just guessing, I haven't looked at Alexandro's chart yet, but he waits for the market to do something negative. So that's what I thought. I know my customers. I know that Alexandros waits for price action to confirm his ideas. So he wants to see this channel taken out. Am I reading you correctly, Alex? You want to see this channel being taken out before you go with it. Otherwise, we could have a third drive here, right? To 14. Everyone thank Alexandros for his great work. Am I reading your mind correctly? Thank you, Alex. I know you. And that may, you know, you may feel like you're giving up a piece of the move. All right, he's already got a piece on, so he's piecing in. Got you. Luca's got a look in Aussie. Don't fade Luca. So if we're going to get a dollar rally, that should also impact the commodity currencies. You guys know long term, I like the Aussie Kiwi. So we have a little kiss. from a return line that we took out, came back and tested 3 times. Good eye, Luca. Very good eye. So he had this wedge line. We had a throw over, and then could not get back inside the channel 1, 2, 3 times. That's a beautiful chart, Luca. Luca's been a great addition to our community. If you agree with me, give me a Y. Here's my Y on Luca being a great addition to LAR. And thank you, Luca. Love your technical work. Don't fade Luca. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Luca. Thank you, God. Here's Alex's look. Nice. Okay. And remember, when we had John on, John had thought, Toombless, he had thought that the dollar index had put in its lows. So we held this low. Real nice look. So this move was pretty good, right? Actually had a decent little divergence here on the wedge between here and here and here. Thank you, Alex. Okay, this was one. Here's drive 1, confirmed high. Here's drive 2, it diverged. Here's drive 3, 2 divergences. This was a pretty classic 3 drive here. If I want to go longer term to show you maybe a cleaner example, it'd be this one right here. So maybe I could get it on the 4 hour. Okay. Are you with me, Matthew? Here's drive 1, confirmed high. And this was at an inflection point up here. Here's drive 2. See that? RSI, glaring divergence, non-confirmation. Then we had the 3rd drive, an even lower peak. Take a picture. This was a classic 3 drive to a top formation that worked pretty good for about 500 pips. Do you see it? It works the same for 3 drive formations to a bottom. But this was pretty classic. JM's trading this now on 15-minute time frames. Okay. You understand it? And I'm sure there's plenty of information on the internet. I didn't create this idea. I learned about it in the 70s from an analyst named J.R. Hill. 3 drives. I've renamed it the Holy Trinity Formation. because it takes a Trinity to complete. Here's the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit, the Holy Trinity formation. What do you think of that nickname? Pretty spiritual trading. What do you think? The trifecta. The third time's a charm. 3 strikes and you're out. 3 goals are a hat trick. We're the 3rd planet from the sun. So to me, the number 3 is a number of completion. Just like 7, there are other numbers of completion. I've just been attracted to the 3. I've seen them work for years. Sometimes they don't always work. A 3rd drive could turn into a 4th and a 5th and a 50th. But normally, and that's why tying the RSI into it as a tool. My ideal shorting scenario are 2 divergences. Here's 1, here's 2. And the second one for a 3 drive to a top being under the 70 reading. And on a 3 drive to a bottom formation, the 3rd drive being above 30. Does that refresh everyone's memory? That's the end of my mentoring session for today. I've taught this 1 million times. Peace be with you, Dion. All right, everyone. So I'm going to be interviewing Aleksandar Ivanovic at AlexFX. I don't know if you guys, I've interviewed Alex before. He tweets a lot of charts on my stream. He's a very good technician. His website is www.forextrening.com. So I saw a lot of tweets and comments on the gold yesterday. Dion is a cardinal. Dion is a cardinal. And a lot of people calling this gold a fish hook, some type of fish hook happened. I'd still like to see these highs taken out in gold. Be careful, Ron, or I might have to excommunicate you from LAR. Be careful. Be careful, buddy. No one wants to be excommunicated from LAR. I've never done it, Ron. Yeah. Any confessions? Anyone want to make a confession to me this morning? Ron, would you like to confess your wrongdoings? But before me and your brothers and sisters? Let's see what you got, Alex. Let's get back to King Solomon's favorite thing here. Yeah, I still think it breaks out to the upside. Still think this would have been drive 1, drive 2, and we get a 3. I don't know. This to me doesn't look that bearish. It looks like it wants to resolve to the upside, Alex. What do you think? How about you, Alex? Do you have any confessions you want to make? We're taking confessions now. Okay, that's Ali says new highs. That's what I think. Hi, Sirik. How are you, brother? Okay. You're a LAR. Yes. Cardinal Dion, how are you today? Looks like he wants to come out of here. Still wants 110, doesn't it? Wants that Tonkin line. If we could get through here. Thank you, Alex. Everyone thank Alex for his look on U.S. dollar yen. I'm too fierce today. All right, Ron. You're forgiven. You're forgiven. Good one, Ziggy. Oh, you're funny, Zig. Yeah, it's it could do either or. I'm on fire, Ron. I'm on fire today. Hope I didn't hurt your feelings, though, brother Ron, my trading warrior brother. I would never excommunicate you from LAR. Everyone doing okay? I don't know what happened. You guys could hear me now, right? I got bumped. Everything cool now? Okay. All right. So Rick, you like the new page? You guys like the new format on FX Street? To me, it looks more modern, cutting edge, new wave, you know, than the old one. You guys like, I like the new format. How about you guys? Who's Kramer? Kramerica. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make you money. You know Kramer. Booyah. Jim Kramer, Deanne. CNBC. Booyah. Booyah, everybody. So I still think the crude's going to head to 32. I know there are a lot of bulls here. Maybe they picked everyone off here. Maybe there's one more high, just like there could be one more low in Canada. But I still think there's a shot back down to 32. In fact, that would be some kind of line that I had. It was probably the wedge line in crude. Yeah. Okay, so this was the wedge line that it broke. It was a falling wedge in crude, right? So my belief is that it comes back to test it. Or if I want to get more conservative, but I'm moving the line now, 34 looks likely. So I still think we're going to at least see 34 in the crude. Let's look at some fibs. And this might be the second drive. So from the low in February to the recent high, 61.8 back is 33.60. Everyone see that? And 76.4 is 31, 70% is 32, 61.8 is 33 bucks in crude, which would take the Canada, I think, back towards, I don't know, 136, 138. Might have spot it good yesterday. I think Rick has a partial on. Who's long Canada in here? Give me a Y. I know, Luca, did you stay alive in the crude or did it get you? Did you stay alive in crude? 41.80, Ali? Okay, we're at 41.70. Hello, Biagio. How are you? Okay, Luca, nice. Biagio is. Okay. Welcome back, Biagio. Okay, Alexandros is short oil, not long CAD. Luca gutting it out. You're tough, Luca. Luca's gutted out that pop yesterday. Okay. What a bunch of good traders in here. Okay, Biagio's buying it here. So I have a song for Luca. I have a sign for Luca this morning, a song. I know it'll make Jax cry. Okay, forget about Monday. Forget about Monday. It's over. It's Wednesday now. Just like an NFL quarterback who throws an interception, they don't dwell on it. They move forward. So this is for Luka, gutting out this crude trade. It's for you, buddy. It ain't nothing but a drawdown and a margin call. It ain't nothing but a drawdown and a margin call. But don't be worried, cause you'd still be right to call. Never said you were perfect, that would be a lie. I never said you were perfect, that would be a lie. But you're more right than wrong, and you can look us in the eye. Watch Luka fly. It ain't nothing but a drawdown and a margin call. It ain't nothing but a drawdown and a margin call. But don't be scared, cause you'll still be right. Call. Hang in there, buddy. If you can't be wrong for a few days, how can you be right for a few weeks? That's what I say. Hi, Brooke. Give me a Y if you like that song. It ain't nothing but a drawdown. What's up, Brooke? Here's Luca's got a look in Aussie. Due for some kind of pullback, huh? Back to the double top. Probably some nice divergence here on this drive here. Everyone thank Luca for his Aussie look. Zarek Chima, are you in the house? Any new handles in here? There's a new handle. Welcome back, Stuart, Grays, Mario. This looks like a new handle. Everyone, welcome. Jasaja. Welcome, Jasaja, to LAR, to our community. If you scroll back, you'll see that we share our views via text and screenshots. Stand by for our interview with Aleksandar Ivanovic at AlexFX. Should be with us shortly. How you doing, Stu? Think I'll take a break, Adinda? I think I'll take 5 minutes, if you don't mind. Thank you. Everyone thank Adinda for the great job she does in facilitating not only LAR, but all the other programming on FX Street's YouTube channel. She's a great producer. Everyone thank Adinda for her hard work in getting everything set up for different presenters all day long during the trading day. I thank you, Adinda. I'll be back in 5. See what Brooke has. So he's long with stops at 26.19, it looks like. Nice chart, Brooke. Brooke is a top gun. Don't fade Brooke. Brooke has been another great addition to our community and also in my Twitter stream. And Brooke shot out, I don't know, about 10, 12 charts Sunday night. And what a great example of preparation for the trading week. Brooke was firing off different looks and ideas Sunday afternoon. There's a trader who's prepared for the week ahead. He did his homework before the markets opened. So he wasn't analyzing on the fly. He was ready to execute. Everyone give a kudos to Brooke for his preparation before the arena opened. Here's give him a kudos. Kudos, Brooke, on being prepared. I believe all the good traders in here during the weekend, spend their time Sunday thinking about the week ahead, preparing themselves for the week ahead so that they're prepared to execute. Nice entry yesterday, Midas. I know Midas stares at charts about 20 hours a day. Just kidding. There's a short guppy look. I think people were looking for about 58 here. I don't know if this is 1, 2, 3, or this is 1. It looks like there's pretty good divergence, but you're looking for 49 back to the bottom band. One more push down. Nice guppy chart, Jess. Everyone welcome. Thank Jess for his guppy look. Do you mind if I just call you Jess? Or is Jasaja better? Good advice, Rick. Good advice, Rick. Rick's mentoring Biagio live. Good advice, Rick. If Rick is offering an opinion or some instruction, hi Sinatra, take it to heart. When Rick tells you something, yeah, I saw it 21.25. 21.25, right? This is the one that's looking for 21.25. Is that what you're looking for? Up there? Thank you, Cyric. There's no harmonic for it yet, huh? Another wave guy, I know Peter Temple's looking for 21.17. So that's not far. Luca's buying Euro Aussie. Yeah, Brooke, I think you have 2 drives in Euro. No? I'm waiting for a third. This might have been it. But we did diverge here on this candle. Here's another one from Zurich. I pointed out this divergence on the first candle here. Okay. So here's Zurich's 21.25 target, probably into next week. And then we had a Euro Aussie look from Luca. Divergences. Looks like a third drive here. Or we're getting a third drive here. Sometimes in your third drive, you could have threes on a fractal basis. Thank you, Luca. Thank you, Zurich. Rick bought the bottom of pound Kiwi last week. Now we're having a breakout. So Rick's having a good month this week. Yep, he called it right down here in this red candle. Here, I'll show you. So Rick last week called it down here at this candle. Everyone congratulate Rick on the pound Kiwi. That was a great call from last week. So Rick, you know what that makes you. You're the man, Rick. Great bottom pick in pound Kiwi for Ricardo Dinger. You're the man, Rick. Euro breaking down vis-a-vis Alex. Breaking down. You're the man, Rick. Another man award for Ricardo Dinger. I think it's his 1,000,010 man award for Ricardo Dinger, the pioneer gunslinger in LAR. What's going on? So Euro's getting ready to take this out. Taking it out. Nice break. So this was it on the candle. Everyone doing okay? So we have the 61.8 retrace. We're failing from the 61.8. We should take these lows out. King dollar. King dollar, king dollar, king dollar. Everyone doing okay? JM, BW, Double A, you okay? Mario, hope you're enjoying your time here in our community. Hello, Pegasus. $106 for what, the euro? So everyone's front running Drahgi here. Front running Drahgi. Stand by for Alex. Should be here in about 10 minutes or so. Everyone doing okay? $11.40. Yeah. So that would be equality. That would be equality, right? So you're looking for equality of the first break. So this was 1 or A, and this is A, B, C. For 2 or B with a 3, and equality would be down here. 11.40. Thank you, Brute. Another look from Brute. There's the 1140, 61.8 extension. Thank you, Brooke. There's Brooke on Kiwi. It's a lot like Aussie, where it could pull back the previous resistance. Back here. 68.96. About 100 pips, 90 pips from here. Thank you, Brooke. Everyone doing okay? So EG should be under pressure, huh? Yep. How about the pound? So the pound's holding up. Euro is a preferred short while EG is going down. Well, that's actually Brooke's target, 1144. So there's some LAR confluence. Between Jess and Brooke. They both came up with the same numbers, around 1140. So there's some confluence right here. Thank you, Jess. Everyone thank Jess. First day here. Already sharing some nice views. Everyone thank Jess. Very rarely do people who come in here the first day begin sharing their work. So congratulations on stepping up right away, Jess, and sharing charts. Congratulations. There you go. You found a home. You just found a home. It's like Hotel California. You can check out, but you can never leave. Midas's name is Jess too, so you guys share a common name in a different form. Is that what you're looking for? Okay, here's a long Swiss from Brook. Thank you, Brook. Thank you, buddy. Here comes the pound. Pound still has a confirmed high. Notice the RSI set up different in pound and euro. So the pound still needs to make a new high, and it might just start diverging, whereas the euro already did it. See this? So see if the pound can drag the euro back up, because the pound hasn't topped yet. Capiche? Give me a Y if you get it. That the pound still needs to rally to make one more new high for there to be a non-confirmation. See, we haven't made a new high, and this high was confirmed. Give me Y if you see it. So if you miss the euro, maybe the pound rallying 80, 90 pips will drag the euro up for a short, because the euro is now the relative weakness. Give me a Y if you get that. Good call, Ali. So Siric's very bearish a dollar. Maybe that happens in May. As we're ending the month of April here. So we could pull back and then still go. Thank you, Siric. So just take it a step at a time, do the right thing today, and tomorrow will take care of itself. Say what? That the pound has not posted a momentum divergence. If you weren't short the euro, wait for the pound to diverge. Maybe it goes to 44 and a half. And that would be a good shot to sell the euro. The euro is a relative weakness, as exemplified by euro pound. Any big rally in euro pound has to be sold. I think we're going to new lows in euro pound. And Rick's confirming it now with it breaking the 200. So this is going to make the euro the preferred short for, I think, quite some time. Rick's looking for 78. I don't think we should close back above 79. Now, old support becomes new resistance, 79.30 or so. Probably go here. Thank you, Ricardo. So this is an important one to get for trade selection. So when you think the dollar is going to be weak, you buy the pound. When you think the dollar is going to be strong, you short the euro. Give me a Y if you get it. That's how we use euro pound for trade selection. Give me a Y if you get it. If the euro pound is peaked and we have a lot further to fall, of course there'll be Counter trend moves along the way. The euro is the preferred short. High praise. Stand by for Alexander. Yes. You don't think it'll break? Okay. Thank you, Brooke. Brooke doesn't think we're getting through here. Thank you, Brooke. You guys love LAR? Who loves LAR? Give me a Y. Love and respect. LAR. So you want to be a star? Show your charts in LAR. Say you have a bike but want to buy a car. Hang out with us in LAR. You rent, live with mom but want to buy a house. Stay with us before you click your mouse. Give me an LAR. LAR. Live analysis room. Facilitated with love and respect. Love and respect, Sinatra. Okay, Rick. Alexander should be with us soon. Here's Cyrix looks for Euro Pound. Got a couple targets here. 78.40, 77.80 down here. 77.60. Thank you, Sirik. 77.60 for Sirik on Euro Pound. I want to thank Sirik for its targets in Euro Pound to the downside. Stand by for Alex. He should be here shortly. Oh, you're here, Alex?
Yes, I'm here watching you, Dale.
Okay, buddy. How are you, Alex?
I'm fine. I'm here with my happy trading dog. We are here to.
Let me see. What is he, a Scotty?
Yes, he's a Westie.
He's a Westie? Wow, cute. You know me, I'm a lover of dogs, Alexander. You know, my
Yes,
my theory my theory is that whether I don't know if you believe or not, but that God created dogs so that we know how He loves us.
yes,
Because your dog loves you unconditionally, 100%, no matter what you do, even if you forget to feed them or take them out, they don't hold any grudges, right?
yes, I agree totally.
You know, my psychiatrist diagnosed me as a dyslexic, agnostic, insomniac because I stay up all night wondering whether or not there's really a dog. So this is a return visit for you, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
All right.
It is a pleasure now.
Yeah, thanks for coming back. You know, I'm 62, so my memory about your journey and how you got started, I really don't recall from our last interview. I know you have some charts you want to show us, some views you
Yes,
want to show us, but just briefly, how did it start for you, Alex, and who were your influences, and maybe you could tell us about what it was like for you at the beginning, which is the
yes,
most perilous time.
okay. I'm working in financial markets for more than 10 years now, and
Okay.
first trading stocks. And after that, I begin Forex and CFD trading, and my influencers were some candlestick masters like Steve Nissen,
Okay.
and he really got me into it. And later, I read everything about technical analysis and made my own method of trading, which now I call trend trading, and which is offered to our subscribers on my webpage forextraining.com.
Okay, so it's Trening, right?
Yes,
Okay,
TR.
so there's a D missing from trending, but it's
Yes, it is.
trending. And
Yes.
and you pronounce it training because you teach people how to trade?
Yes, we do pronounce it training. We teach people how to trade. We have asset management, we have technical analysis, and we have trade signals, everything in a package for the people to help them trade within a trend and to have more winners than losses, because
How
losses are the part of the game.
What's your hit rate? Ballpark.
Sorry?
What's your hit rate? Success rate? Ballpark.
Over 60%.
That's excellent. So tell me, with your signals, how do you deliver them? Do you deliver them via? Do you have trade copiers, or how do you do it via email, SMS,
We
on
do
your
it.
website?
Yes, we do it on our website, a full analysis with the exact, precise levels, and we distributed them via email and private Twitter feed, apart
Okay.
from my official AlexFX Twitter
Okay,
handle.
Alex. Okay.
And they have via direct messages informations about the trade.
All right. Well, I want to thank you for participating in my stream on Twitter at Forex Stop Hunter. I love to see your looks and your views. It's kind of a microcosm of what I do in my stream to what we do here in LAR. So I've seen you be right about a lot of things. You started saying the magic number of 2,100 in the S&Ps many handles ago. And you weren't surprised by this recent bout of strength in the energy complex. So why don't we get to it? You know how to screen share?
Okay.
You go up to
screen share.
to the green box with the arrow and you click it.
Yes, I got it.
And then you show your desktop.
Okay. This is this is our web page. I will show it later. And this is this beautiful charting platform, Trade Navigator, which we offered as a free trial for our subscribers. And let's take a look at some things we mentioned, Dale. And this is this magic touch from the S&P 500 index.
Right.
And that 2,100 handle, and it's really getting extremely tense now. What will it be? This is a monthly chart, and we switch it to weekly, and we could see that there is a good bullish momentum, and certainly this attack will last, and we will see how S&P will handle this strength, this recent strength we have above 2,117. We could see an upside to 2,150 in the S&P 500. So very, very important level.
Just enough to clean out every bear from last year, over 2133.
Yes,
and then maybe a reaction from there.
Yes, it will be wiped out, and clearly this move is correlated with the dollar index move. I will show it. We will calling it from the beginning of the year. This weakness in the US dollar, and as you can see in this FXCM dollar index, we will switch it to weekly. This looks like, and certainly could be a broken top formation with a break of 11,625 level to the downside, and it is a 100 simple moving average could be broken, and looks similar to USD Japanese yen break. And if this is going to happen, then we could see certainly S&P 500 into 2,150 level.
So you're in the camp that a weaker dollar is positive for S&Ps because it supports natural resource stocks like oil and gold and basic materials. A weak dollar is bullish for the S&Ps.
Yes,
Right now, the euro to me looks like we're headed down at least under the 112 handle.
yes, I will pull up the chart for the
Okay.
euro just to see that. Uh, Also, tense situation on the euro, and we have this ECB Mario Draghi tomorrow, and yes, it looked like it will spike down for another leg and possible bounce after that, and possible after this Italian speak on the S&P on the ECB tomorrow, and that is how it could play out maybe for the Euro USD. A little pullback and then a bounce to this also magic candle for the Euro USD 1.15 to the
So let
upside.
me ask you this. What would change your view on the dollar and the euro? If the euro closed under your trend line under 110, would that change your view? Because
Somehow,
I've seen you change your views. Okay, you're flexible, and that's a great
yes,
quality to have. You know,
yes,
W.D. Gann said, if you don't learn how to change your mind, you won't have any change left.
of
So,
course, of course.
what would change? Because what would change your view on dollar weakness and euro strength?
Yes, I will show you. Uh, there is another trend line, and also this is this wedge consolidation wedge, and it has been 14 months of consolidation here in the Euro USD. I think it's driving crazy every trader around the world. And our view and my view would be changed exactly if this fall below this and
110.
110 and 1.06 here will change the whole this consolidation game to the downside and to downside extension. So we are not closed to this. I will switch to DXY just to show this on this European dollar index. Uh,
You like that better than the Dixie?
Sorry.
You like the FXCM dollar index better than the Dixie? Right
Yes,
now, you're
yes, yes, I
okay
do.
because this is the Dixie right here.
Yes, this is a Dixie, and in a Dixie, I want to show this possible Euro USD scenario.
Okay.
Uh, we expect a little, and I expect a little bounce here on the 100 SMA on a weekly, and this is a 92.6 level. So
Okay.
there is a possibility that Euro USD will stay in a consolidation, and that the dollar could possibly spike one more time before a fall to 86.84.
Okay. Spike. When you say spike, does that imply cleaning out the bears over 100 before it fails?
Yes,
Okay.
to maybe 70 to maybe 97.2 level to
Okay.
98.6 level to the
Okay.
upside.
Okay. And if it gets through there, 102, 105, something like that.
Then it will be a continuation of the trend, of a US
Okay.
dollar trend. I personally don't believe in that. I think that Fed doesn't want this dollar strength to hold on and to last more.
Okay. The only way it would be out of their hands would be if the Chinese begin to devalue again, don't you think?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so I think we have your view on the dollar and your view on euro. What else would you like to share with us today?
Okay, there is an interesting situation in the cable GBP USD and also some commodities. I would like to share that. Just to
Okay.
pull up the cable chart. We are all seeing this like an inverse head and
Yeah.
shoulder formation, yes,
Yeah.
and it's
You've been
pressing,
tweeting about that. Yeah.
yes, and it's pressing this neckline, and it is a little tense here. And with the Brexit referendum in June, maybe this shoulder will last, but with the recent moves and narrowing in the ranges with the dollar and euro, I don't think so. I think we could have some break of this range and possibly break of this formation uh, to the upside or the downside with the cable. We cannot tell that.
So that
And
will give you 150. If we break out, what are you looking for? 150?
if we break out, we are looking to 150. Yes, it is a 200 moving average and strong resistance, and we look into that level. It will
Okay.
be a nice trade then.
Yeah. It kind of lines up with Euro Pound looking pretty negative to me. In fact,
Exactly,
yeah, and
exactly,
when Euro Pound looks negative, the euro's your
exactly,
preferred short and the pound's your preferred long. And, I
exactly.
saw a count from an e-waiver that's looking for new lows in Euro Pound. And I don't know
Yes,
if you remember, I was bullish at 70, looking for,
yes, I
8,
remember. Yes,
80, 81. I didn't ride it all the way, but it's possible that this might just be, that may have been a bear market rally and Euro Pound's on its way to new lows. So I don't know what's going to get it there. The pound outperforming during a period of dollar weakness or the euro leading the way down. I'm not sure how that scenario could play out. You have any biases with your view on the dollar? It would probably be that the pound is just so much stronger than the euro during a
yes,
bout of dollar weakness. Is that it?
yes, exactly. And here it is, the Euro GBP. I love your view from here to here, and it was a good ride and strong level broken here, strong SMA, 200 SMA broken here to the upside, but
Yeah.
it is now back again, and it look like it is breaking this huge maybe bearish flag. I agree with you that GBP could outperform Euro, and this will lead the pair down to 0.74 and maybe
Okay. So then
Euro.
it brings it all the way back to the neckline breakout.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. That's what I thought could happen. All right. Another great look. You want to move to commodities?
Yes,
Because,
okay.
I've been reading, I'm tempted to short this gold, but I'd like to see one more push up towards 1320. Um, I don't know what your view is on gold, but the commitment of traders has been real bearish for a while. And then someone tweeted something to me about yesterday, I think it was Terry Kinder, about some type of setup in gold that was real bearish. And then I saw on CNBC someone making a huge bet that the GDX could fall like 10, 20% into May. So I'm wondering what you're thinking here.
Okay, I regarding gold, uh, looking at the weekly technicals, I think
Looks
that
great.
yes, I think that gold is pretty bullish to me all the way to 1,350 levels. But
Okay.
if we switch to monthly, there is a strong resistance here at 1,300, and it will be hard to break, but not impossible. Uh, Actually, pretty bullish. I am pretty bullish on gold. as long as it holds above 1,200 level to the upside. And so far, there are no clues for losing this momentum.
Yeah, you know, that monthly chart looks like it would allow for one more marginal new high.
Yes, yes,
Okay, and that's kind of like what I'm looking for. What's that, about 13, 14?
yes, 13, 14, and
Okay,
it could look like this. It could look like this possibly.
okay, that's 1350. So
Yes, that is.
I was figuring 1320 and then down, but
Yes,
1350 is, yeah.
maybe it
You
will
know, what
wind
do
our
I
swing
know?
stocks.
You know, I'm just a blind squirrel in the middle of a snow-covered forest on a moonless night looking for a nut. Right, buddy? What do I
Yes,
know?
okay. And that gold view is in line with the Aussie, this Aussie spike higher,
Yeah.
and one more push on a weekly to 0.79, and it will be hard to break this level, 0.79.
I mean, we're due for a pullback. You know, maybe we're completing the first wave up in
Yes,
gold and Aussie because I
yes,
correlate them. So maybe
yes,
we get a rally to 79 and then we pull back to 72,
exactly.
73.
Exactly. It could happen before another
Okay.
leg up. Uh,
Yeah, then we go into the 80s because it was one heck of a run, right? We had
yes. Yeah.
1,000 pip run. So if we pull back to 72 and it's 1.618, then we're talking about an 88 cent Aussie after
Yes.
72.
Yes.
How do you like listening to me interview myself?
I like very much. You are
All
very
right,
good.
so all
You
right,
are
so
very good.
you've been pretty spot on oil.
Yes. Yes.
Is that do we have the potential for a pullback there as well?
On oil, yes, we have a potential, but not before maybe this 43 to 46 zone.
Okay,
Here, and
all
a
right,
spike there could possibly lead for uh, a correction after,
okay,
but not before, because this is clearly a break of this
right,
long-term downtrend. And if you look at this blue 200 moving average, it was not broken from September, from August 2014. And here it is, a huge break, and after a false move below that on Doha News, we have a spike up, bounce, and could be entering this zone before a reversal down.
okay. So then I would assume that you don't think, and I saw you being negative Canada, that you don't think the Canadian has reached a buy point either.
No, no, it is not, and I will show also that chart. USD CAD. We could have a bounce here on weekly 1.24,
Two
but
four.
I think not before that. And this is correlated with the oil bounce, this final oil bounce to the upside.
Okay, so one more push up in crude to 43, 46, and one more push down in Canada towards 124.
Yes,
Do you have
it
a yen?
looks.
Do you have a yen view? And
Yes,
go ahead.
we have a yen U, and regarding USD yen, we see it as a extremely good trade, and a possible push, one more push to the downside to 105 level, but before that, and I agree totally with your view from 2 days ago to a spike up to 110.60, which was broken wedge before, and after that we could see a test of 105 in the next few days and weeks.
Okay. What a great synopsis and review of everything going on there. Anything else you want to show before you start your commercial for your website?
Okay,
And
we could show this Euro Japanese yen, and it is pretty
okay,
interesting wedge
yeah,
here, and not broken. So we need a break below 121.60 for extremely elevated downside, but we haven't reached that break yet, and it could be bouncing higher again to this upper wedge line, 128, 27, 28 before any push lower.
okay, and a view on Guppy. So if you're bullish the pound and you're constructive euro yen, you must be constructive pound yen.
Yes, let me pull this chart up. I'm not actually looking it at the
Then that's
moment,
okay.
but
We don't have to cover it if you're not focused on it. Okay,
yes, I'm not
really. Just
on it.
just talk about what you have conviction about, what you've done so far.
Okay.
They
Okay,
look similar, don't they?
we could, yes, it looks similar like euro yen, and
Yeah.
on a weekly it has much space for the bounce to uh, 164, 163, but this level, this 34 moving average needs to be broken to the upside, and it is 159 level
Okay.
before a bounce higher could happen. But it is not impossible, and it is in line with the euro yen and USD Japanese yen and GBP USD view and
Okay.
the rest.
Okay, Alex, thank you so much for your time today. Why
Okay.
don't you go ahead and tell people how they could subscribe or learn from you or follow you?
Yes, the web address is forextraining.com, and there we have a member section which contains live signals, uh, which contains intraday market levels for majors. We have a live trading sessions once or twice a week. We have traders chat room. We have intermarket analysis weekly. We have charting every day, technical analysis for New York session. We have private mentoring, we have asset management, we cover all the things traders need. They could subscribe to several packages, which could be from monthly billing to 3 months billing to annual billing, and they also have a lifetime membership for $199.
Very reasonable.
Yes.
Okay, bud. Okay, buddy. Well, you know, I encourage people to follow and check out Alex, and Alex is on my Twitter stream, and you could also follow him on Twitter at Alex, ALEKSFX. And thanks so much for your time, Alexander, and I hope that pips rain down on you during this new spring trading season. Throughout the rest of 2016, my trading warrior brother
Yes,
Aleksandar
yes,
Ivanovic. Everyone thank
yes.
Alexander for sharing his views for free
Thanks,
with us.
Dale. Thanks, Dale. Thank you. Thanks for letting me share my views with your followers and every other
Where
viewer
where where do
for
you
your show.
where do you trade from? Where are you located?
Sometimes in Spain, sometimes in Serbia, and
Okay.
it is it.
So we're in Spain, Barcelona.
Uh, Gran Canaria.
Oh, wow. So you're living the dream. So
Yes,
Aleksandar Ivanovic, living the dream as an FX trader, mentor, money manager. Thanks again, buddy. Good hunting into the ECB tomorrow. And
thank you, Dale.
thank you for your contributions to my Twitter stream at Forex Stop Hunter.
Thank you, Dale.
All right, buddy. So you could close out of the hangout, and we'll do this again down the road.
Okay, goodbye. Thanks.
You're welcome. So you guys enjoy, Alex. So there's another webinar behind me. Adinda's let me know. So let's do a wrap up. I think we have some confirmation about the euro pound being bad. Sell all rallies in EG now, guys. I think that we're going to have an opportunity. We're diverging a little bit here. Maybe we get some type of retrace of this. See if Drahgi disappoints tomorrow. To me, it looks like we do have destiny to take out these lows in the euro. And we want to use pound strength to get that position on, as the pound needs to make a new high to have some type of divergence. I concur with Alex about the yen. I've been looking for about 110.5 halfway back, 1070. Maybe that happens as well. And I'll see everyone tomorrow. His Twitter handle, again, that's it. Praise put it up. He's in my stream like you all the time, Rick. So good hunting the rest of the day, everyone. And I'll see you tomorrow. I'm sure that FX Street is covering live the ECB. I'll see everyone. Remember, don't just count your pips, count your blessings. I don't know if I would carry any heavy positions into the ECB. I guarantee you the market will be here after Drahgi. Make sure your capital is. I'll see everyone tomorrow. Adios.